All right, once your hot glue gun is hot, you're gonna take your fabric wrong side up and fold the fabric so that you have one long end hanging down. So you're sort of gonna fold it into the center crease. And that is to create the shape of our cone. So once you get it laid down like that, you're gonna take your hot glue gun and place a line of glue along the very edge of the fabric. And the fabric probably will not want to lay flat because it hasn't been ironed, but you can kind of hold it with your fingers. And then you want to come in quickly and press the other side of fabric onto your line of hot glue. This would be a good thing to do with the help of a second pair of hands. So an opportunity to make a friend. And you know, if you need to add more hot glue along the way, just come in and do that as you get going there. Okay, so once you have that glued, you want to let that little hat sit for a second, but it should look something like that. So you want to let that cool off. And then you're going to stuff your hat. So using the big bag of stuffing, you're going to take just a little bit of stuffing and kind of give your hat a little bit of shape. You don't want to add so much. See, mine blew out there a little bit. You don't want to add so much that you do that. So if that happens though, you just come in with some more hot glue and re-stick it. Then you can kind of let everything set for a second and dry. But you should have a hat that can kind of stand up or shape a little bit. And at this juncture, you can either like create a little bend in your hat and glue that down, or you can leave it straight. It's up to you. I'm gonna create a little bend because I think it is cute. So I'm actually gonna try to create a little spiral here. So I'm just gonna put a big line of glue, and then I'm gonna just like take the end and slowly roll it down to its final gluing spot. So that kind of creates a little curve for my hat. Okay, so at this juncture, you're gonna take your hat material and you're gonna situate it atop your pumpkin. So you wanna try to, you know, mess with your filling so that it's not coming out the bottom. You wanna get it set so that you kind of hide that when you're gonna glue your fabric to your pumpkin. And just make sure that it is, you know, if you place it on top of your pumpkin, you can't see any fluff coming out. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this, and I'm actually gonna put the glue on the inside of the fabric. And I'm gonna do that because I think it's easier to place it on the space limited piece of your project. So like on the pumpkin, I could place it anywhere, but it might be a little bit harder to tell where your fabric is gonna land. So once you have that done, you're gonna get it situated so that the edge of your fabric is sticking to your pumpkin. Get them all glued down and let that dry. So while your pumpkin's hat is drying, you are going to start the process of making his little beard. So you're gonna grab one of these beads and some yarn.